I don't know about you, but I have always loved a good stout beer. And that love has taken me to no small amount of Irish pubs. And it occurs to me that they don't call them Irish pubs in Ireland. They just call them the pub. Today is Friday, February 7th. Happy birthday, Collins. We are 1 week into Black History Month, and it occurs to me that whoever came up with the phrase Black History Month probably wasn't African American. The truth is that black history is America's history, and it's all of our history. And I think that probably makes some people uncomfortable, and that's okay. But if you are one of those people, can I gently suggest that you face anything that makes you uncomfortable with courage, with empathy, and with forgiveness? The most vital forgiveness that you will ever give in your life will be to yourself. If you do this, I can tell you from experience that you will come out the other side a much better person. Today we're at Ivy Creek Natural Area in Riverview Park, and we are going to learn all about the history of this place. There really is enough information about this place to do a very long documentary, but we're going to try to keep this short. Riverview Farm was established in 1870 by a man named Hugh Carr, and it was in operation for almost a century, and it was really the sort of central hub of the community here, which was a predominantly African American community. Hugh Carr was born a slave, and in 1870 he put down $100 to buy the land that started this farm. And he continued to build the farm, over the next several years with his wife, Texie. They had 6 daughters and one boy. Hugh Carr never learned to read or write, but it was important to him and his wife that the children be educated. Their oldest daughter, Mary Carr, began her education at the Union Ridge Training School. That school later became known as the Albemarle Training School. She earned a teaching certificate at the Piedmont Industrial Institute, and she also continued her education at the Virginia Normal Industrial Institute, Fisk University, and Cornell. That's a lot more education than I got. She became a teacher, and she taught at the Albemarle Training School for about 15 years before she was appointed principal. After her father's death in 1914, Mary, with her husband, Conley Greer, moved back to the farm, and they had one daughter. Her name was Louise Evangeline. She was born in 1916 in the house here. They expanded Riverview Farm to 225 acres. And the students at Albemarle Training School would often come here to learn about agriculture. And some of the students that lived too far away to travel back and forth to school would board here in the farmhouse so that they could attend. Conley Greer was the first African American agriculture extension agent. That's a job he started in 1918 until his retirement in 1953. And we're coming up on a barn that he built. He built it in the mid-1930s from timber that was harvested on the farm and milled on a portable sawmill. At the time it was built, this barn was really state-of-the-art and a really good model for other farmers of the area to learn from. The barn was closed when I was there, but I found these pictures of the inside on the internet. I've been inside the barn and it's absolutely beautiful. This is the cemetery. One of the things that I found really interesting in the Carr family cemetery, which you'll see here in a minute, there's two obelisks. The obelisks are, they were an African thing, and they were often used by slaves and people who had formerly been slaves, bringing that culture through. In the United States, they were rarely inscribed, so you don't really know who's buried there, but these are them. I find them really neat, sort of unique addition here. There's also some unmarked graves in the area, so nobody's really sure who some of these inhabitants of the graveyard are. And I hope you've enjoyed this brief walkthrough of Riverview Farm and the Ivy Creek Natural Area. There's a lot more to see here. There's 7 miles of walking trails that go down to the reservoir. There's a lot more to learn. I'll add some links into the description if you're interested in learning more about the place. It's a pretty fascinating place. If you're in Charlottesville or near Charlottesville, or you come to Charlottesville, check it out. There's even a little book library. Now would be a really good time to go ahead and do all of those things that everybody who makes videos asks you to do, like liking the video and subscribing to the channel and telling all of your friends and sharing things and just generally promoting me for free, because I can't pay you to do it, but I really appreciate it. I'll even give you a handy button here. Thanks for watching.